What have you done?
What? It's Christmas theme. That's cool.
The Little Podcast by Stephen and Jess. Stories by Fly in the Nest. The Little Podcast by Stephen and Jess. It's stories.
Merry Christmas.
Always surprising us, Stephen.
Cool. Did you do it yourself?
No, I got in touch with Archie and said, mate, we've got a Christmas special coming up. What can you do to just zhuzh up the theme song to a little bit of a Christmas kind of theme? And he delivered.
He delivered again.
This is dangerous, Stephen, because you know me. I'm going to want to change our whole theme song now. Who agrees that should be our...
Theme song going forward.
Yeah.
Alrighty, it has been decided unanimous. It is the Christmas theme song. But welcome, everybody, to Stories from Fly in the Nest, your favourite travel podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Stephen Parry Valentine, next to my wife, Jessica.
Hello.
And across the table from us is my sister, Cleo.
Hello.
How is everybody doing this week? It's days until Christmas.
I'm feeling festive. Just going to say it.
Feeling festive? Are you ready for Christmas, Cleo?
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, actually,
Cleo?
maybe I'm not.
I was going to say, this morning, I went and saw Cleo, and I'm like, Cleo, have you got our Christmas presents yet?
No, I'm going to... Tomorrow, last day, tomorrow's my one day off. I've been super busy last week, and you know me, last minute gal.
You're going Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve.
I'm judging you.
Eve.
know.
Yeah, that holds up. But before
It's an important day, Christmas Eve. He's wasting it shopping.
Speaking of Christmas Eve, we have for our little drink of the day spiced ginger beer. It is Bundaberg's Christmas special drink that comes out once a year.
That's cool.
And I thought if it's our Christmas special, we need to have this as our drink.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It says festive flavours of cinnamon and cloves.
Oh, yum.
And it's even, if you're listening right now, what would you call it?
It's like a Christmassy
Yeah, it looks
label.
Christmassy.
Yes.
Green, red and gold.
By
Very
the way,
cute.
before we pop it,
Oh, Cleo.
Oh, I was just too excited.
somebody tweeted me and they said, I was reading the instructions of Bundaberg ginger beer and you are meant to turn it upside down.
Okay.
Do you think I can...
And then bring... No, it will go everywhere, Cleo.
So I've turned it upside down.
And then pop it. And he said, why do you guys not do this? And I said, I'm so sorry. We have been so lazy. So
did not
going
know
forward,
that.
let's pop them.
Merry
Let's have
Christmas,
Oh, it
guys.
smells like Christmas.
Merry
Yes.
Christmas.
Merry
Eve,
Christmas.
Eve.
Yay!
Woo! Is that time?
Yum.
Oh.
It's like Christmas.
It does.
Wow.
It tastes like a fruit mince pie
Yes.
made into a drink.
That's-
Whoa.
that's-
It's
so
actually
good.
really good. So it has hints of
Ooh.
cinnamon and clove. Woo! I think this is now my new favourite ginger beer.
Don't put it in the freezer, okay?
Why? Fun fact about Stephen. He loves fruit mince pies, but he only eats them frozen.
It's
Very weird.
It's my one weird Christmas tradition is that I eat them frozen, and I'm pretty sure I've been eating them for the last month.
Our freezer has been full of frozen Christmas mince pies, and every now and then I hear little footsteps coming into the kitchen and a little rattle and crackle in the freezer.
Yes, because they put them in the noisiest containers.
Yeah, they
you can't
do.
open up mince
He can
pies.
never have a sneaky snack. I'm always on to him. Then he munches it down frozen.
Do you know
Very
what?
weird.
Someone's going to listen to this podcast and they're going to say it's going to be the equivalent of, that show where the people eat like couches? What's it? My weird addiction.
the
My
fluff?
strange addiction.
Yeah.
Someone's going to be like, you eating raw mince pies is so bad for you, you're probably going to be dead next week.
Well, you've been doing it now for 30 years and still
Yeah.
alive, so
That's
you're
good.
going strong.
We fucked that one. But Claire, what have you been up to this week? We haven't seen you since your birthday.
I know. Well, my friends got me a little present and I went to Rottnest for the day, which was really nice of them.
And we've been having the best weather, so it's like perfect
it was
timing to
so
go.
Good. It was like flat, crystal, and like the whole time I just kept saying, we just live in such an amazing place. Like
Yeah.
We do.
so pretty.
If you don't know what Rottnest is, it's an island that's, 40 minutes off the coast?
40 minutes.
Yeah, 40 minutes. So the ferries that take you out there, and it is such a beautiful place. Beautiful beaches. There's like a lighthouse. You can stay there if you want. And it is the home to the famous quokka, which is supposedly the happiest animal in the world.
Yes, you can get a cute little selfie. Did you get a
How
selfie with the
how
quokka?
do you know this? JKE.
It's JKE, Jess knows everything, or, as people may know it, Fun Facts with Jess.
We need a theme song.
Fun Facts with
We
Jess.
actually do.
Archie, if you're listening to this.
Whenever I share a fun fact, I need a button I can click that says
Yes.
something about Fun Facts with Jess.
Oh,
Yeah.
we actually do.
Yeah, that'd be the best. Well, he might be busy because it's Christmas, but Archie, New Year podcast, we need a fun facts with Jess. Speaking of like really good weather, I got really sun-kissed today. I
did.
am so red. I'm so hot right now.
Yeah, me too. The other day and it was cloudy. I got so burnt. Oh.
But that's the thing that everyone's going to find weird. The moment you start getting a sunburn here in Australia, you know Christmas is around the corner because summer has officially hit us. It has been in Celsius. It has been over 30 every single day. The beaches have been amazing, but we've also been having a million shark warnings. Every time we go to the beach, there's helicopters looking out. We've been having to like evacuate the water because of the sharks. So
It's pretty crazy this year.
yeah, it's been full of sharks this year.
Yeah, I've never seen it so crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like we're scaring everyone to come to Australia. I promise it's rare to get attacked by a shark because we all look out for them.
Yes, yeah, we have the helicopters flying around, and I'm pretty sure there are some fun facts out there that you're more likely to die in a car crash than eaten by a shark.
Well, I think you're more likely to get hit by lightning.
Yes.
Don't they even say you're more likely to get fallen on a cow and die than get killed by a shark?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Fun fact.
I think because of Jaws, everyone's so scared. Like, nobody made a horror movie of someone being squished by a cow. Maybe if they did, you'd be too scared to go to the farm. Speaking of the farm, what did we do today, Jess?
Oh, yeah, today we went nectarine picking. Very random.
Very.
We went on a little date with our friends and they have this farm where you can go and pick fruit, seasonal. So whatever's in season at the moment, it's nectarines.
Which I had to pre-Google because I cannot remember the last time I looked at a nectarine.
Okay, to
I
be
thought
honest-
they were the mini oranges, and then the mini orange
was
is
a mandarin. So, and then I even was like, it's either looking like a mandarin or
Wait,
looks
wait,
like
wait,
a
wait, wait.
peach.
What's a nectarine, Claire?
I don't know.
I'm the only person.
I think
I don't
nectarine.
think I've ever gone nectarine picking or...
Well, I think it
you
is a
came
little bit
strawberry
random.
picking with
Yeah,
us.
but that's normal. I think everyone does that.
Yeah, that's
nectarine?
Well, it was all Christmas themed. You could go and take a photo in front of a tree, and there was like a Ferris wheel and farm animals. It was very cute. Hunter loved it. She slept the whole time.
Did you take cute photos?
We did because we were with
yes.
Hugo and Charlie, so it was very
Aw.
cute.
But we
excited
took
to
more
see
cute
that.
photos of them because Hunter was
asleep.
It was
Aw,
literally her
damn it.
entire nap time
Yeah.
while we were there.
Yeah.
Aw.
But it was really fun. And also this week, I got food poisoning. And the worst part, I got it from my favourite restaurant, my favourite sushi place. So I can never go back there.
Aw.
So I was 3 days out.
But you're doing good.
I'm doing good.
you
Stephen
feel
had to,
fine.
for 3 days, he looked after Hunter by himself straight. Thank
It
you
was
so
fun,
much.
though.
He had like a little like bonding time with Hunter.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun, but now made me appreciate, like, sometimes Jess has to look after Hunter because I need to either edit or do a lot of work. And I really appreciate when you take those days because,
Thanks.
you know, it's fun, but it's a lot of work because you, like, give her the one toy, works for 2 minutes, she's like, no, give me something new. You're like, what do we have in the house? Yeah, but it was really fun hanging out
It
with
was
her and
cute
looking
seeing all
after
the
you.
like little games that you did with her and stuff.
Yeah. No, it was fun, but we've had a really good week. I know our job online probably doesn't look like a whole lot of work, but we've been so flat out busy for the last few weeks. So I think this week we're slowing down.
Yeah.
Today was day off day. Tomorrow is day off day.
Yep. Tomorrow we're hitting the beach looking for the sharks.
Yes, we are. We are going back to our little favourite lagoon. And Hunter hopefully will get used to the water a bit more because she's a little
Yes.
bit afraid of the
Yeah.
waves at the moment.
Yes, we're getting used to waves. She's all cool about the pool.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, nervous about the waves.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm going to join tomorrow.
Oh, yes, you have to
Yeah.
come with
I
us
haven't been
tomorrow.
I haven't been to the beach with Hunter yet.
It's
Oh,
it's
it's
really cute.
We've
'cause
got a Christmas swimsuit for her.
we do, and she keeps eating the sand. So I'm like trying to teach her, like I'm just letting her do it so that she
Yeah.
realizes like, oh, that's not very nice.
yeah.
And yeah, she does it. She gets a big handful and then she just looks up at me with a mouthful of sand going, Mum, what is this? It feels like food, but it's not food.
Yeah. Oh, she's
Hunter graduated swim school this week.
I know I missed
Yeah,
out.
it was so cute. So she's been going to newborn swim school for the last 6 months. Officially graduated, which means that she's going to upgrade to the big girl swim class.
She's a big girl now.
So it means that
Yes.
she will learn how to go underneath the water with her head.
Oh.
because
that'll be
we've
fun.
never really dunked her underwater before, so that's going to be a big new experience for Baby Hunter.
Yeah. Plus, also, this week, something exciting happened, Jessica. What are you currently wearing?
Oh, yeah. So I officially came out with my own small little clothing collection. I teamed up with a company called Oak and Acorn, the label, and we came up with a couple of these sets, because if you've been watching my vlogs, I've been loving wearing T-shirt and short sets. So I came out with a few, and you guys have blown me away. The support that you've given me, thank you so much. And I'm currently wearing a set right now. I went with the sage because it is very festive.
It is very
And this is
festive.
actually the number one seller.
Oh,
This
is
one, right?
it?
Yeah, it was the number one seller. Yeah.
So popular.
So I can't wait to see you guys all wearing them. So thanks if anyone has picked them up. And they are still available right now on oakandacornthelabel.com.
It's kind of exciting because before flying the nest, Jess really loved clothes. Do you remember the little blog we made?
Oh, please don't put any of the photos
Oh,
up.
the washing machine photo.
one photo up. So I really wanted to kind of start my own clothing label. I even named it Voel or Fool, which was meant bird in South Afrikaans or something.
South African.
And I had Clea was my model at the time, because at that time I was like, I'm not going in front of a camera. I had no confidence at all. And
That
so
website's still up, voelfashion.blogspot.com.
no way. There you go. Go there and check it out.
Don't do it. Don't.
So that was my first ever dabble into the fashion realm, and now here I am.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you, Bubs. It's so cool. You've been working on this for the last 5 months, like going back and forth, working on it. And then I remember when these got delivered and you were so excited because in your head you have this vision and then it came together. So
I feel like it was something I never thought I would actually do as well, because I'm quite like body conscious, aren't I? And so I was always thinking, like, I love fashion so much, but when you just don't feel that confidence. And then that's when I think it was like 2 years ago, I was like, who cares what people think?
Yeah.
that's
just
the topic of the motto of the show.
Yeah, I was like, let's just enjoy life and stop worrying what everyone thinks about you. And then that really like changed everything, and I started doing way more and feeling more confident. And
That's good.
I'm feeling good.
Well, let's just celebrate. This is the Christmas special. Should we pop some bonbons? Should we read some terrible Christmas jokes?
Oh,
Yes, let's do it.
All
These
right.
are the fancy ones, so they might have good little presents.
I hope
inside.
so.
I think they're that
They look fancy
I think
anyway.
they look- Are we doing a...
You know what? I wonder if these are like traditions in other countries. So if you're listening right now, do you all know what a bonbon is? It's one of those. Oh, here we go.
that
A cracker's already happened. So it's one of those popping crackers. Hang on, Cleo, do one with me.
Yeah.
Ready?
Don't cheat.
I got the
I saw
prize.
Okay. One hand, one.
Yeah, Jess
two,
is a
three.
cheater with the bonbons. That's one thing I've
I'm never a
learned from
cheater, but I did win.
She
Ha.
always has to win.
Oh wait, there's one more.
I got a notepad. I'll do one with the cheater.
I'll go get it. Hang on, I flew it away.
All right, while Jess gets it, let me read a joke. Cleo,
Okay.
what do you call a penguin in the Sahara Desert?
Oh, I'm so bad at jokes.
Oh,
Uh,
it's lost. What would a penguin be doing in the desert?
I don't know.
But
Wow. Oh, you got something.
playing cards, little mini playing cards.
this is so cute.
Ship that off to David Valentine. He would love a bit of playing cards.
My dad collects playing cards. Oh, and the little hat. Come on, guys.
Yeah, we
Why
always
we-
have to put the
Oh,
hat.
yeah.
Go on.
Oh,
All right, let me tell you
Never
my
fits
joke.
Jess, by the way.
No, my head is too small. All
And
right,
my head is too big, so it never fits me either.
we have an Australian themed joke here, everyone.
Okay.
Ooh,
What does an angry kangaroo do?
bounce around.
No.
Gets kicked off.
Gets hopping mad.
Oh, and then we have one more bonbon.
Wait, whoa, hold up. What was my toy?
Wasn't it the pack of cards?
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, what was yours?
Mine was
a note-
a notepad.
All right, I've got
I love
one
how Cleo
more.
was like, you
Come
got
on,
the
Cleo.
fancy ones.
This time you'll win.
I don't think I will.
You won't win.
Look.
I want to get
See that?
All right,
See,
read
there's
the joke.
another side to Jessica.
When it comes to competitions, you do not want to take on Jessica.
No, you don't. Where is it? Oh,
Cleo, grab your...
failing at this, aren't I?
Read your joke.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if
here
we
go.
can guess it.
What do you get if you cross a fish and 2 elephants?
2 elephants.
Yeah.
A ton of fish.
No.
2 tons
Oh,
of
that's
fish.
a good one.
Yeah.
What is it?
Swimming trunks.
Ba-dum-bum.
You know what? We probably have one of those on here. Oh, there you go.
All right. Well, I thought before we jump into it, should we do a little bit of Secret Santa? Should we do some presents?
Yes.
I'm excited.
So we all pulled a name out of a hat, and we all had to get each other a present.
Yes.
Who's going to go first? I'll go grab them, okay?
Okay, you go
They're
grab
on our
them.
little Christmas tree just behind us. Very festive.
If you've watched the vlog back in the day, well, not even back in the day, well, it always kind of feels like back in the day, that is our Christmas tree from Hunter's Playground.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I decided to bring it in. Alrighty.
Who's going first?
Who's going to go first?
I think I will because I think you guys will have more like exciting ones. I got mine on my break at work.
All right, who did you have?
I got Steve.
Oh, this looks cool.
Yeah.
All right.
It's something for the van life.
Oh, something for the van life. So it's a white little box.
Yes.
Oh, it's a little box inside the box.
It's a little
It's a little soy candle.
Oh,
no,
cute.
but it's a fancy car freshener.
Oh,
is this?
yeah,
That's a good idea,
look.
Cleo.
It's
Oh my
you want it.
gosh.
as Claire would
Watch
say,
out.
bougie. That's so cool.
Oh, wow. We will hang it in the van. Cooper,
it
the
smells
van is
nice
going to
as well.
smell amazing. Oh, my gosh, it smells good. Have you
Like
smelled it?
I chose it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it smells so good. Oh, thanks, Cleo. That's
champagne.
really nice.
Where do you get something like that from?
Yeah,
You go to-
champagne and strawberries.
you go to,
Yeah.
like, what's that car place? Auto car? I don't know.
No, it was like a little candle shop in the middle. Like Claremont's like fancy, fancy
Right.
stores.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's fancy. I
Oh,
want to get
I
that.
love that.
Oh,
Thanks, Cleo.
Should we just go clockwise?
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
I've written a thing on it. So you
Okay,
have to
I'll read
it
the
out.
thing. All right, so Stephen's had me.
Yeah.
To Jessie, happy Secret Santa. And as the wise Miley Cyrus once said, don't you wish you could be a fly on the wall? Santa. Why do I already know what this is?
But are you secretly excited? If you don't?
I have had my eye on this for quite some time. We have a problem in this house. And that house is flies. That's not even a problem in our house. It is a problem about Australia. Australia has so many flies and they come into my house and I said to Stephen, I wish I had a fly swatter. Could never find a fly swatter. And then one time I was at the shops and I saw a gag fly swatter. And is this the gag fly swatter? Because if it is, I'm going to be so excited.
I don't know.
Who wants a regular fly swatter when you can get the Aussie talking fly swatter? And when you whack that fly, I think it talks. And I'm guessing in an Australian accent.
Oh my God, can we test it out?
Let me test it out.
It's the fly on Clear's forehead.
Oh,
when you-
okay.
I'm so glad.
Requires 3 AAA batteries.
Oh, no.
Alert.
No.
Batteries not
Okay,
included.
Stephen, what about while you batterize my gift?
I need the batteries that you've got.
I've
the
got
batteries.
them right here.
All right.
I will give Cleo her gift.
All right,
right,
so I'm currently
Stephen.
opening the box.
Guess what? We have 3 batteries left. It was like it was meant to
Is
be.
this AAA?
Ooh.
Oh.
AAA. All right, while Stephen gets my fly swatter ready, Cleo, first of all, what kind of tag did you get?
Oh.
Who's been following along?
Oh, it's the friends. You're the Monica to my Rachel. To Cleo from your Secret Santa.
Ooh, I wonder who it's from.
Ooh. Can I shake it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, is it Maltesers? And it sounds like you've eaten most of the Maltesers. Jess, we need
Close.
I'm gonna rip it.
I need to have a screwdriver.
Oh. Okay, it's in a brown box. What does it say?
What is it? What is
Flea
it?
Market remote control poop.
What? Is this why Jake has been saying remote control poop this entire
I'm
day?
just going to say I pre-planned the podcast because that needs batteries. I've already put them in and it is ready to go. I got Cleo a remote control poop and it is ready for you to take it on a whirl.
Yes. Oh yeah, it's been opened already.
It has, and I may have been running it around the house without
Okay.
Stephen knowing. So there's the remote.
Okay. This will go.
Show the camera it.
Great.
And this
with
is
our
the
family.
poo. So turn that poo on.
Okay. Turn it on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
What
all right.
is this? Let me just
It's
do
a
some
remote
rubbish.
control poop.
I don't get it.
Yep. So put it on.
Okay. Yep.
Do you want me to show you how it works?
Yeah. You do it.
Oh, don't worry, because I've been using this heaps and I think it's so fun. So as you can see, it's this little perfect little poop.
Literally all week, Jake has
Turned
been
it
like,
on. Yes, he keeps talking about remote control poops. This is why. All right, give me that remote control.
There you go.
So firstly, yes, it has a fart button.
Oh my gosh, Jessica.
And are we ready to see this? I don't know if they're going to be able to see it though.
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh, that's the best.
We need to insert footage. How amazing is it?
Yeah,
I want to play with it.
How
That's
fun is
fun.
it? Stephen, insert clips right now.
of Cleo running around the house.
And you do also, after this podcast, we're going to get this fly swatter working and and insert clips of me using this fly swatter because I think it's going to be so good. All right, guys, I've got the fly swatter working. Are we ready? Let's turn it on.
Yep.
It's a fair dinkum monster.
It's so Australian.
This one's gonna make a mess.
This one's gotta.
You're going to hear this
The
all
award for
summer.
best voiceover.
Six it out. No worries, mate.
No worries, mate.
One more time.
Struth, that's a big one.
That's the best one. Struth, that's the big one.
Where'd you get that?
JB Hi-Fi.
That's so good.
Good.
Yes. Oh, thanks, guys. I love
all
my
right.
poop machine.
I'm so glad you like your fly swatter. Sorry,
Thank
it's not working
you.
right now. Alrighty, guys. I think we've had so much fun, and it is 20 minutes into the podcast. Should we get to the topic of the show?
Yes.
Before we get to the topic of the show,
Not
topic
just
of the
yet.
show is Christmas traditions from around the world. A lot of you guys sent in your suggestions, which thank you so much. You can send in your suggestions, questions to flyinthenest.tv/podcast. But before we jumped in, I thought I'd just let you guys know what we would actually be doing right now.
Oh, if it wasn't for the C word.
The C word.
COVID.
If it wasn't for COVID right now, we would actually be in South Africa.
Yeah.
that
Right
was the
now.
plan. Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause Auntie Nikki's wedding was yesterday.
Yeah.
So what we had originally planned, this was over a year ago. My auntie was getting married in South Africa, and we were all going to go fly there. It was going to be a big family reunion. My cousin Kaylee had a little baby, which is so cute, and we're going to meet her for the first time. And of course, unfortunately, that did get cancelled. So instead, this year, we are having Christmas in Australia.
And not only that, we are holding Christmas in our house.
Yeah.
Which is going to be
We've always wanted to do that.
Pretty
so
cool.
special because we've never had a place to our own before.
No.
So
So we are the ones that are going to be organising Christmas breakfast,
Yep.
cooking up Christmas lunch.
You're the host.
Yep.
we
the
get to
hostess
decide
with
when the
mostess.
presents get opened.
Yep, straight away.
Straight-
Not
oh,
letting
definitely.
anyone wait.
Wait till 4 o'clock, please.
No.
Yeah, so I mean, before we talk about like other people's traditions, I thought we'd just mention our traditions on like what we used to do. Cleo, do you have any memory? Oh, this is the worst
I
person
do.
to ask.
I actually do.
What do you remember?
Because it really upsets me. Our tradition in our family is to not open the presents, and we have to go for an hour church service with everyone else, all the other kids that had opened their presents, and I'm still waiting there an hour singing along. All I was thinking is, I want my presents. Why does all the other kids get their presents and we don't?
This is exactly how
This is
Stephen
Cleo.
remembers it too.
Cleo in church. Jesus,
Yep.
can I open up my presents, please? But some of the things I remember from back in the day was when we grew up in South Africa. So things were a little bit different there. I remember, I don't know if you remember, but we had a lot of security in the house. And I remember where the bedrooms were, it was quite locked off, and we had like, I picture them as the Mission Impossible red laser beams. And
wow.
the Christmas tree was the other side of the laser beams because, of course, I think we like locked ourselves off.
Maybe that's the reason they actually had that, to stop you from opening the presents early.
That is so true. But I remember Mom and Dad would give us a little Christmas sack at the bottom of our bed. I don't know why I'm looking at you, Cleo, because you have no idea
I
what I'm
do
talking
not
about.
remember this.
Jessica, I would have a little Christmas sack and we have little presents and we would play with them until 7 and then we went to church for an hour and then we could come home and open up the Christmas presents.
Oh, so at least you got like a little taster before.
We got a little taster, and then we'd have like a big Christmas lunch with family, Auntie Nikki and Auntie Di, and everyone would come round. And I loved it. Like, Christmas is definitely all about family, and I think that's when you have the best memories, is with the family. But Jessica, you are the Christmas queen. You have been crazy.
And it's because I was born
Yeah.
from another Christmas queen. My mum is a Christmas fiend. So I always remember every year for our birthdays, we actually didn't get many presents. And that's because my mum would way prefer to put all that money into Christmas presents.
Aw.
which I loved because it meant that during birthdays, you know, it was instead we all waited till it was all about all of us.
Yeah,
and then at
that's
Christmas
really
it was
nice.
like a really big thing.
Yeah.
And so what my mum would do is that here in Australia in July, Big W, Target and stuff like that, they would always do these special toy sales and they would make the lay-by only $1. So you only needed $1 to be able to lay-by all these presents. So mum would go to the shops and I remember there would be lines out the door. I don't even know if they do this anymore.
I know they do the Christmas sale, but I don't think I've ever been into the shops for the Christmas sale.
No, but it's in July.
That's what I mean, like the July, like the toy sale.
Yeah,
they
so
call
I
it.
always remember mum would go to the shops, she would choose all the presents that she wants to give us, and then she would line up for hours in this huge lay-by line.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
she would use the next 6 months to pay it all off. So then by Christmas, we could all have presents. And
that's really nice.
That's why Christmas was so special because it was the time that we would all get like
One
really
big
nice
birthday.
gifts. Yeah, like it was this big party. And so what would happen was so Christmas Eve for us was really, really special because I feel like we loved like the build up to Christmas. I think I even preferred Christmas Eve more than Christmas Day.
Wow, really?
Because it's that whole, you know, it's kind of like the lead up before a holiday
Yeah.
is sometimes even better than the holiday itself, just knowing you have something
Yeah.
to look forward to. So I remember on Christmas Eve, I always loved when it got to the night time because here in Australia, they have this thing called Candles by Candlelight, which is a big, like carols where they would all sing and they'd always play it on the TV if you can't go. So it's like a big concert in
And like
Sydney or
Aussie
Melbourne.
celebrities, so like Wiggles would pop on stage.
Yeah, even I
Guy
think like
Sebastian.
Kylie Minogue
Oh,
and
yeah,
all
they
that.
always do it, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder
so
what
it would
this
be
year
on.
would be like.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I think they might put
I
it
think
on.
they
I'm
might
not sure.
do it, but maybe no crowd.
Or
Yeah.
something like that. And I always remember we'd get really excited because it would get to the night time. We would be watching, we call it the carols. So we'd sit down and watch the carols.
Do you want to do that this year?
Yeah, I reckon we should do it this
Okay.
year. That'll be nice.
Yeah.
And then I always remember for Santa, we would put out not cookies and milk. We would put out a mango and a beer. So that would go out. And
so
then
good.
I love
Mum would
that.
let us stay up for as long as we wanted. And I
Yeah.
feel like the reason she did that was so then we would hopefully sleep in.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah, so
That
it
is
never
smart.
worked. It never worked.
Never worked.
So I remember we were all there being like, who could stay up the latest? Because I think carols ended at 11. And so if you could stay up till the end of carols, that's like amazing. None
Did you
of us
guys?
No.
Oh, none of
We
you
couldn't
did.
stay up that late. We'll get too tired. So then we would go to bed. And then I always remember because there's 4 of us in the family, and we'd always see who would wake up first. And usually it was around 3 a.m. One kid would
3
wake up.
a.m.
Because
gosh.
one kid would wake up and then
Wake
they would
everyone
go wake
else.
everyone up. And so what we would do is when we would wake up, there was always a sack at the end of the bed and that was full of presents and lollies. So we were allowed to open that, eat the lollies, kind of like
Who were
what
the
you
presents
did.
from at the bottom of the...
Like the elves, Mother
so cool.
Christmas, Frosty the Snowman, everyone would
so
give us gifts in the
cool.
sack.
That's cool.
And so we would all come together like once one woke up. All the kids would come together. We would open all the presents,
Yeah.
play with them all, eat all the lollies. And I think we had to wait till 6 a.m. So we'd look at the clock, wait till 6 a.m. and then we were allowed to wake up mum and dad. So wake mum and dad up. And I loved it
That's so
because
cool.
dad's a chef. So then he would make a really epic breakfast while we were all waiting. We would I guess they would have their coffee and we
Yeah.
would still play with the toys until he had made his breakfast, would eat, and then it was time to open the presents. And what we would do is we would all take turns. So
this is the one thing I love about your family's tradition that I'm definitely bringing into our
So we
family.
wouldn't
Yeah.
all just suddenly open the presents. We would all take turns. So
Yeah.
just say we would choose someone each year, I think, to be the elf, we would call them. And they were the person that got to give out the presents. And so they'll give out one present and we would all watch them open the present and then kind of enjoy the experience of who was it from and the gift giving kind of side of things.
Because I've
And
definitely
then-
seen some people where it's just rip open up all
Yeah.
the presents.
It's
And no one's
fun.
watching each other open, so then you
Yeah.
can't thank the person who gave it to
Yeah.
you. So that was kind of
I
the
love
whole
that.
thing. I really
you
liked
brought that
it.
to our family, and I
Yeah,
loved it.
I love
Yeah.
it. And then but the issue is that there's 6 people in our family. So gift giving would take 3 or 4 hours because it would take so long for the one person to open it. And then of course once you open it, if it's a toy, you're like, oh my gosh, I want to get the batteries. I want to get it. We want to see how it works and stuff
Yeah.
before
So
the next person would open. So we would do
Yeah.
all that. So that would be the whole morning done. And then at lunch, Dad would always make a huge seafood meal. So we'd have a big
yum.
seafood lunch. So good. And then in the afternoon, it was so fun because that's when you could play with all your presents. And then one thing we would do is that we would all get so many lollies, but you know how sometimes you don't like them all?
Yeah.
So all the kids would come together. We would gamble. So we would get cards out and play some sort of card game.
How old were you guys
Yeah,
learning
no,
to gamble?
So by
young.
then I was maybe 12 and I'm the oldest. I was 10 and I was older, so I would teach them all how to play.
Manipulating your younger.
Of course, I'm like, I've
impressionable.
got really bad cards right now. Put in your big Mars bar. You're definitely going to win it back. And then I'm like, haha. So you will instead
And
of
I'll put
money,
like the Morrow bar because nobody likes the Morrow bars.
and then we'd use the lollies instead of money, and we would put them in. So I would just put in all the lollies I don't like, and then hope you would win all their good lollies, and then that's what we'd do in the afternoon. It was the best. I loved
You are
it.
so sneaky. We should do that this year, by the way.
I know we should.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
we should recreate it. That'd be cool.
All right, I had a quick question. So Sarah said, did you have any traditions while together or since getting married, and will you include any new ones now that we have Hunter for her very first Christmas?
Oh, I love that question. Oh my goodness, I just forgot about the biggest tradition that I have.
Oh, what is
Every
it?
year since I was born, I've had a photo with Santa.
Oh, yeah.
That would be the biggest one yet. So I've had a photo every single year, and then ever since Stephen and I started dating, that's what made me remember it, is Stephen and I have taken a photo together.
Yeah.
We need to show you the Christmas book.
We
it
bought
isn't
a
done yet.
Christmas book.
Oh, and there's one more. I think there's one in my
Yes,
box.
you have one more. Yep.
Yes.
So I actually went and bought this beautiful wooden book that says Merry Christmas on it, and I'm going to be sticking every single photo that I have into it and then continuing it on with Hunter.
Oh.
So that is
so
like a big
cool.
tradition.
It's going to start with her mom since 1990,
Yeah.
and it's going to go all the way through, and then Hunter will keep doing it. And
Yeah.
Cool.
It's so funny though, because Hunter's first ever one is a socially distanced Santa photo.
know.
Yes!
I guess it makes you remember what
Yeah.
it was like this year.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And Yana, I'm not sure if it's Yana, but Yana says, I apologize if I said your name wrong. Did Hunter receive her postcard you wrote to her last year from Finnish Lapland?
So I have a really sad story about that.
Oh.
Because of COVID, they actually aren't doing many flights from Finland to Australia.
I think they're doing 0 flights.
Oh, so there's
Yeah.
like no way that this year they can get the post here. So it means that she won't get her postcard or her letter from Santa this year. So they're going to be doing it next year free of charge, which is really nice of them.
nice.
And imagine how busy they're going to be next year, because they're going to have to do those plus the ones from that year that were ordered as well. So next year, when she's 1, she'll get it then. So we can wait. I can't remember what I wrote
It
on
was
the
a little
postcard.
disappointing though. 'cause
It
it
was.
was Hunter's first Christmas, but of course I totally understand. with
Yeah,
everything.
that's the thing. So at least we are going to get it, but not till next year. Yeah.
Just a couple of quick questions before we jump into it. Hannah Louise says, if you had to rank your favorite Christmas markets, what would be your top 5 and why?
Oh, well, I think we've only probably been to 5 Christmas markets. So maybe we'll just say our favourite.
I mean, the German ones are really cool, but also I really enjoyed the one in Tallinn.
That's the one I was going to say. I love that one because it wasn't crowded, and it was in their old town, and you could have the mulled wine, and it wasn't over. Like a lot of the other ones, they can get so busy.
Yeah.
So this one was nice because you could really enjoy it and take your time and look at the markets. They had a Santa there, and it was free to go in, take a photo with him.
Oh, wow.
In a little
Yeah.
Santa room.
Yeah.
I think it was nice just because it was so chill. Like the German ones were so good, such good food, such good drink, but you were sardines in
Yeah.
there. So it's
Yes.
kind of like a good experience, but the Tallinn one just added
That
to
would be my number one.
Yeah. And then the last question, Karen says, would you consider doing a Christmas market trip in Europe for one of your expeditions?
Imagine that. That would be amazing.
That'd be so cool. If you guys didn't know, our expeditions is where you guys can come travel with us. We have one for New Zealand for next year, but
So
2022.
we've been talking about 2022 ideas for Fly in the Nest expeditions, and we were thinking how cool would it be. Nothing's been planned yet. This is just all snowballing the ideas. Is that the word?
Snowballing, just planning stages.
Just planning stages. I thought it'd be really cool to go to maybe to say 3 European countries that you can go via the train and go to 3 different countries' Christmas markets altogether. That would be very
How fun
cool.
would that be?
Yeah.
Or if we just go to Finland and stay at Santa Claus's village together.
That would be the
very
most
cool.
epic
wanna do that.
expedition.
Fly in the Nest Christmas expedition.
That'd be cool. It's gonna
It could
come.
happen. Keep your eyes peeled. We'll try and work something out.
Alrighty, so it's like half an hour into the podcast. Topic of the show is just appearing. Now, I've got some stuff. I think you have some stuff.
I do.
Jessica, do you want to take the reins of the show? Do you want to be the little podcast maestro?
That's way too much. Not effort.
Pressure.
Pressure and effort.
Honestly, it is a lot of pressure. I'm not
is.
saying anything, but you're trying to listen to the conversations and also trying to keep the flow going. So
I'm definitely not going to be doing that. But what I can do is I asked you guys, what are some traditions that you do in your country for Christmas? Because we've shared our traditions. and we thought we would share some of yours. And I was reading through some, and 5 countries sprung out to me of like actually really unique traditions that I hadn't really heard of. So here we go.
By the way, I'm sorry to interrupt. I couldn't hear anything you said because I literally put my foot down. I was like, what's on my foot? I was like, there's a piece of poo on my foot. I was like, what is this?
Roll it to him.
I did. I was like this.
Okay, so number 1. Cleo, do you know how they celebrate Christmas in Japan?
I have no clue. No.
In Japan, it has become a Christmas tradition to eat KFC for Christmas.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. Oh, let's start that. I love it.
There's KFC bucket under the tree.
There is an estimated 3.6 million Japanese families eat KFC during the Christmas season. Yeah.
That's crazy. I did not know
that.
Yeah,
so millions of people wait in long lines to order fried chicken weeks in advance to carry on the tradition. And then I was like, how did this start? And I Googled it, and it said it all started back in the 70s.
Wow.
So the manager of the first ever Japanese KFC store, he came up with like a marketing idea called the Party Barrel. And it is a Christmas special. Yeah. And then I went and Googled what is in this party barrel. So this must be what they eat on Christmas Day. Yeah. And for $32 American, you can get the family-sized party barrel. Contains, of course, fried chicken, Japanese Christmas cake, and wine.
What is Japanese Christmas cake?
Didn't Google any further. That is everything I know. Pretty interesting, right? Google it. Japanese Christmas cake.
Japanese Christmas
So imagine, like,
cake.
you're on Christmas Eve, like Cleo. You hadn't organised your KFC yet. You were stuck in that KFC line getting your party barrel sorted.
I don't want to work
It
at
looks
KFC.
good.
Christmas Japanese Christmas cake looks amazing.
amazing.
It's traditionally eaten on Christmas Eve. The cake is simply a sponge cake frosted with whipped cream. That sounds like ours.
Often
And it's
decorated
decked
with
with strawberries. That
Christmas-
sounds like just a strawberry sponge cake.
Yeah.
No, that
It's
sounds
a
like a
Japanese
Japanese Christmas
Christmas
cake.
cake.
Thank you very much.
Next time I'm eating a strawberry sponge cake,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be eating it. Someone's like, "Oh, can I have a piece of your strawberry sponge cake?" I'm like, "Do you mean my Japanese Christmas cake?" So that is how they do things in Japan, which I thought was very interesting.
That is so interesting.
Next up was Germany.
Okay.
So they do a little extra special thing. So they don't just do the Christmas Eve and Christmas Day stuff. If you're a child, on December 5th, they have St. Nicholas Day.
Oh.
And do you know what those kids need to put outside ready for St. Nicholas to fill up?
Shoes? Clogs.
Shoes.
Shoes?
What? The wooden one?
Not,
That's the
it doesn't say
Netherlands.
wooden ones. They just need to leave clean and polished boots outside their door before they go to sleep. And the next morning, they'll find their shoes filled up with nuts, candies, and small gifts from St. Nicholas, not from Santa.
Oh.
This is such a... I just love looking at traditions. I mean, like, one parent was just like, you know what? My kids' shoes are so dirty. How do we get them to clean
Oh,
it?
yeah. It really was.
And do you know what goes into their boots if they're naughty?
Coal?
No, branches.
Branches.
Oh.
Ooh.
But it is
But that's what I said.
cold in Germany that time of year, so they could use it for the fire.
Yeah, so coal's more important. So maybe they put branches in.
That's so interesting. I like that
Yeah.
tradition, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I always like when they have like little bonus days. South Africa, you guys should know
Oh.
this one.
Ooh.
In South Africa,
Yes.
Yeah.
why didn't you guys talk about all those sun-dried emperor moth caterpillars you ate?
What? Sun-dried?
They
and-
say that in South Africa,
Yeah.
a specialty during the Christmas time is the sun-dried emperor moth caterpillar.
Okay.
These juicy caterpillars are deep-fried and served on Christmas Day.
Oh, my God.
And they say that they have a similar flavour too.
Okay.
What do you think they taste like?
They're called Mopan worms.
Have you heard of them?
A brief history of Mopan worms. Are we
Here
doing
we
this
go.
Google deep dive right now?
You guys
it's actually
didn't
a
guess?
delicacy from Zimbabwe. I'm just putting it out there.
Oh, whoops,
Fried
sorry.
chicken, KFC?
No, they say that they taste like tea.
Oh, okay.
I know, random, huh?
They're available in most supermarkets and are more costly than most foods.
By the way,
It's
if
a
you are
delicacy.
from any of these countries, can you please fact check and tell me if this is true? Because this is just what people have
Yeah.
told me.
Are we going to the South African store and getting this for Christmas?
Yeah, come on, sun-dried emperor moss. Maybe we'll bring them out to your mum and see if she reacts and go, oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
My Mopans.
Flashback. Next one is Spain.
Okay.
So on Spain, they do the poop log.
What?
The poop log.
Oh, we have props.
It's called, I'm going to try and say it. It's called Tio de Nadel, and it is made from a hollow log. And then on the log, they put 2 sticks for legs.
Yep.
And then they draw a smile and give it a little red hat.
Aw.
And every evening between December 8th and Christmas Eve, every night, the children feed the log small treats and little bits of water.
Okay.
And then they leave him under a blanket to keep him warm.
Oh.
And then
Poop.
a poop log.
A poop
Wait.
log. Well, we've got ours.
log.
We're ready.
You know, like a wooden log. I know we've got ours, but it's not
I'm
only that, it keeps
picturing-
going.
This is what I'm picturing. What's the cake in
Google
the
it.
UK that everyone has and it's
Yes,
the caterpillar?
the caterpillar. It looks like that. Google him.
Okay.
Google Tio di Nadell. I'll keep reading what happens.
Yeah.
How do you spell T-O-D now?
Then, after they've given it its little treats, its little water every night, kept it under its warm blanket, on Christmas Eve, the children are tasked to beat the log with sticks while singing traditional songs,
Okay.
which the lyrics include poop log, poop nuggets, hazelnuts, and meadow cheese. And if you don't poop well, I'll hit you with a stick.
Okay.
Poop log. After Tio di Nadell is properly beaten and serenaded, the log magically poops out presents and candy, where he is then considered useless and thrown in the fire for warmth.
Wow.
And
Okay.
here he is. Cleo, you need to look at him. Can you see? Pop a picture up here.
I'll
This
pop a
is
picture.
our poop log. How cool is that?
That is a very interesting tradition.
And if
Each
anyone is
their
from
own.
Spain, do you have a poop log? And can you please tell me more lyrics of those songs because they sound amazing?
We need Archie to sing us the song, please.
Poop log song. And I have one more.
Okay.
Can we all just please move to the Philippines? Do you know why?
Is it because they start Christmas in September?
They start celebrating Christmas in September. Their Christmas season starts from September throughout December and ends in the 3rd or 4th week of January, which means that in the Philippines,
3rd or 4th
they
week of January.
celebrate Christmas for almost half a year.
We need to move.
We're
to the
moving to the
Philippines.
Philippines.
Yep.
How cool is that?
That's so cool.
Those are all such interesting traditions. I really enjoyed listening to that.
Yeah, so
So you liked my Jess takeover of the podcast?
yeah.
I
Thank
did.
you. My role is now done.
Your role's now
I can
done.
close the iPad. I am finished.
I had a couple of kind of questions sent through on flyinthenest.tv/podcast, and Rebecca Lentz Jorgensen from Denmark. I apologize if I got that wrong. In Denmark, we celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve. So where most people will go to church and then go back home to have a gorgeous dinner, then we do the most amazing thing, which it seems she says is a tradition in Denmark. We dance around the Christmas tree.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Let's start that.
All around it, so
Wow.
it actually stands in the middle of the room, and we sing Christmas songs, like 10 to 15 songs as well. She says it's so special and so unique. And then we all sit down, we're tired from our voices, like tired from singing, and we open up our presents with our family.
That is so
cute.
cool.
Love the podcast and Merry Christmas. Thank you so much.
I've actually read
Rebecca.
from a few people as well that not the Christmas dancing around the tree, that does sounds amazing, but I've heard that a lot of countries open their presents on Christmas Eve. Yeah, which I find so interesting because then what do you do on Christmas Day? But then I guess maybe on Christmas Day it's more about the food and playing with your presents.
Yeah, with family.
So it's
Yeah.
more- I do understand that, and I would appreciate like why they would do that, because then you're like, Christmas is about family, and then Christmas Eve is about
About the presents, yeah.
All right, Megan from Melbourne says, just a simple one. On Christmas Eve, my family and I watch carols by candlelight.
Snap.
I need to watch it. I feel like I've tuned in like once.
I always got really excited when High Five came on and the Wiggles came on.
Yeah.
They have really good Christmas songs, by the way.
Wiggly Wiggly Christmas?
Yeah, Wiggly Wiggly Christmas.
Sarah from the Czech Republic says, hi, I live in the Czech Republic, and I would say that we have some really funny or weird Christmas traditions.
Oh, okay.
I'm really not sure when Australia opens presents, but here we open it on the 24th, which seems to be quite a few separate countries. But the first weird tradition is that some people still try to do is that you shouldn't eat any kind of meat before dinner.
Okay.
If you do eat meat, you won't see a golden pig. Not sure how this all started.
What do you mean you won't see a golden pig?
Yeah, I need to look into that a bit more. What's the golden pig got to do? She actually didn't elaborate on that. We need to Google more. Another old tradition is that you should have lentil soup, and that if you have that soup, it'll bring you money for next year. So more of like a
I
little
like
bit of a
lentil
charm.
soup. That sounds good.
And then you have your Christmas dinner. And like a traditional Christmas dinner in the Czech Republic is fish soup and then carp. Fish is like the soup, and a potato salad. Yeah, I suppose.
Oh, wow.
I mean, in Australia, I feel like you can have two of the separate types of Christmas dinners. One is either like a seafood-based one, or you go for like the traditional turkey.
Yeah, or I feel like a lot of people in Australia have barbecues because we have
Yeah.
such good weather that people prefer to like cook outside.
Yeah, but I thought that one's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And then Kasia, I do apologize, from Poland says, in Poland we celebrate 3 days of Christmas. Christmas Eve, the first day of Christmas, and the second day of Christmas. So on Christmas Eve, we always have 12 special dishes.
12. Wow.
Yeah. Among them are a bunch of things I cannot pronounce.
One says beetroot soup with dumplings.
Pierogies.
We had that. Pierogies.
Yes, so
Yum. It's like
good.
a Polish dumpling.
Oh,
So it's
yum,
stuffed
love
with like
dumplings.
cabbage and mushrooms. They were so
Yum.
good. And then she has like a bunch of different food.
Yeah, I'm reading them. A lot of them we actually tried when we were in Poland. That's really cool.
It's also a tradition to leave an empty seat for a stray wanderer. That's really cool.
Oh, wow.
We put banknotes under our plates to make sure that the year will be prosperous. Christmas Eve is the most important day of Christmas, and this is the day when Santa comes. Usually it's a father, father or uncle that comes. Children usually have to sing carols to get a present or recite a poem. And that reminds me of a little Christmas tradition you guys used to do.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Yes.
So every Christmas day, I can't believe I forgot.
Yeah.
Straight after lunch, there is something we do before we get into the gambling.
Okay.
We hold the famous annual Valentine Christmas play, which we would spend months on. Yeah.
We need one for this
Oh,
Christmas.
we should. I would actually love if Hunter did this when she was older. How it's so
You
cute.
would die.
Yeah.
So we would all get together and put on a Christmas play performance, and usually use Wiggly Wiggly Christmas would always make a feature in our plays, and we would always come up with some sort of story. My brother Drew would always be Santa. My brother Jake would always be a reindeer.
Yeah.
And we would put on a play and do music and stuff like that. I would even make the little playbooks,
Yeah.
and it would say like when there would be like an intermission and stuff like
Oh,
that.
that was so cute.
Forgot about that.
Now, that's kind of all the Christmas traditions that we could kind of go through. A lot were similar. Like Americans and the UK, the British seem to have very similar traditions to us. So these were some of the unique ones. So thank you so much for everyone that did send them through. But we thought the podcast continues.
The podcast isn't long enough. We need to keep on going. Keep the Christmas going.
Let's do some Christmas trivia.
We thought we would end it
okay.
with a game because we never do, games or anything in our.
Okay,
Siri,
Siri,
you're not
she wants to
invited.
join in.
So I found while I was at the shops, it's like a true or false quick fire family fun Christmas game. And we thought that Stephen could be the person who's going to ask the questions.
Yeah.
And then Cleo and I are either going to decide if what he is saying is true
Okay.
or false.
Oh,
so I'm going to give you a little paddle and it's going to see the false or true.
Okay.
And you have to hold it up and then you'll tell us who is right.
You guys are kind of getting a bit of a head start because we're going to bring this out on Christmas Day.
Yes, we thought we were going to use this around the Christmas table. So
Oh, that's fun.
yeah, I know we can beat everyone on Christmas Day and then wonder why.
All right, give me the questions. I don't
Play
want
along
you to
at
cheat.
home. Is
Play
that
along
what
at
he
home.
says true or false? Are
Also,
we ready?
if you're watching the live premiere on Wednesday, Christmas Eve,
Play
hi,
along.
everybody, play along.
All right, so
Alrighty.
choose like how many you want to do. Should we just do like 10?
Okay, let's do 10.
Okay, so
I've got one already.
okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Let's do
So-
this.
Let's just mix this up. Alrighty, don't look at the questions.
Look.
True or false, Jessica and Cleo? The Christmas carol, "O Come All Ye Faithful,"
Very nice, Steve. Very
thank you so much, was written in 1959.
True or false?
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
False.
False.
Oh, you guys both get a point.
Because sounds like it's older.
Yeah.
It's 300 years old,
Wow.
that Christmas carol. Well, imagine writing a bop that's still being sung 300 years later.
Bop.
Alrighty, we got another one. Jessica, I feel like you are cheating. Look away. True or false? Oh my goodness. Who's going to be the first one to say this? In South Africa, people eat deep fried emperor moth Christmas.
True. That's crazy.
crazy.
So it must be right. Did they say deep fried emperor moth caterpillars on Christmas Day?
Wow, how topical is that?
That's cool.
And you just randomly picked those ones.
Wow.
True or false, Elton John provided the soundtrack to the 2003 Christmas film Love Actually.
Oh, do you reckon he did the music for it? Okay,
Three,
three,
two,
two, one.
one.
True.
False.
Cleo wins. Elton John is mentioned in the films, but his song is not featured.
That's a poop.
In the original medieval tales about Father Christmas, his helpers were penguins rather than elves. True or false?
1, 2, 3. False.
False.
Cleo, you looked at Jess to see what it
No, mine was already up when
Yeah.
we said 1.
False. Elves weren't even mentioned as Santa's helpers until early 19th century. True or false, the sprig of holly on top of a Christmas pudding is sometimes said to represent Jesus' crown of thorns.
3, 2, 1. True.
True.
Yeah, that is correct.
Ooh.
True or false, the word carol, as in Christmas carol, would you like that in a sentence?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I am going to sing some Christmas carols around the Christmas tree.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. All right. So the word carol as in Christmas carol derives from the name of Saint Nicholas's wife.
3,
True or false?
2.
Wait. Say it again?
The word carol
Yeah.
comes from Saint Nicholas's wife.
Like, was St. Nicholas's wife called Carol?
Oh, okay.
3, 2, 1. False.
True?
False. It derives from the old French word carol, carol, meaning a circle dance.
Losing.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Alrighty. True or false, the Yule cat is a gigantic feline in Iceland that is said to eat people who have not received new clothes before Christmas.
3, 2, 1. True.
True?
Sounds crazy.
Yeah.
It must be true.
Yeah, true.
That's what I was thinking.
Alrighty, last question.
Oh, I'm winning.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
I'm winning.
I'm winning for sure.
He's lying.
He.
She. Yeah, he.
The shape of a Christmas wreath represents eternity.
3, 2, 1. True.
False.
I'm win.
True. It's supposed to show the
Did you see
never-ending
that?
circle
That
of life.
competition. It
Bonus
came out.
question. Bonus question.
Bonus-
Oh my gosh. It's whoever gets this wins. Ready?
Okay.
Yule log cakes are flavored with crushed pine needles. True or false?
3, 2, 1. False.
True.
And the winner is
False.
Jessica.
I
It is
knew it.
false.
Who would eat pine needles? Cleo?
No.
The poop word.
You know what I think about this?
No worries, mate.
That was so good. I thought I'd read a couple of reviews because you guys are so nice to us. If you do send a little review on the iTunes podcast app, we'll read them out. Also, if you leave some lovely comments on our YouTube channel because you guys are just so supportive. So Maddie's Adventure said, the podcast that will make boring trips the best.
Aww.
So nice. I drive 2 hours to work each day.
2 hours.
Yeah, that's
Thought mine
wow.
was bad.
Yeah.
Maddie, get in touch. What do you do and why is it 2 hours? That's a lot. And every day is a drag except for when Flying the Nest uploads. This podcast gets me through the long drives and makes me feel as though I'm sitting with family and talking about all things travel and life. The best podcast.
Sweet.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I
thank
really
you.
hope you're listening right now on that drive.
Well,
Yeah.
she might be off for Christmas.
Oh, I hope so.
yeah, I hope you're not listening to this on the drive to work.
Yeah.
Yes, on Christmas Day. That would be even worse.
Yeah.
Carol, as in St.
As in St.
Nicholas's
Nicholas's
wife,
wife.
Carol, said once again a fabulous podcast. Now, this came from the YouTube channel, Stories from Flying the Nest, if you want to watch this on video form. Once again, a fabulous podcast. When I see there is a new one to watch, I put on my headphones and tell my hubby to not talk to me, and I giggle along with you guys. Love listening to you all and laughing about all your adventures, past and present. So looking forward to the Christmas episodes and more updates about the van. Thank you once again for allowing us to your lovely world for a while.
Oh, thanks, Carol.
So sweet.
Say hi to Nick for us. Now, that kind of brings us to the end of the podcast. What were we thinking for our very first podcast episode of 2021, Jess?
Yeah, what were we thinking, Stephen?
Oh, let's have a look at my notes.
No, we were thinking of doing a whole... Okay, so 2020, it wasn't the best year, you know? So we were thinking, everyone's looking forward to 2021. So why not we start it with all our resolutions, everything that we want to succeed and do in the new year. And we were thinking mixing that also in with a Q&A of questions that no one's ever asked before. Like, we want you guys to get juicy.
Yeah.
On the podcast, we're going to answer questions that we've never answered on YouTube before.
Wow. So head to flyingthenest.tv/podcast
One
to
more
send them
thing.
all.
I'd also love if you go on to flyingthenest.tv/ what's it called? podcast.
This is why I run the show.
That is why you're on the show. I would love for you to share what is one of your resolutions, and we can share them on the show.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah.
I do like
Cute,
that. Yeah, because 2021, you know what? I cannot wait for the memes to come through.
Oh, I know, because that's the issue, is that everyone thinks that once 2021 rolls around, everything's going to be better.
I know.
But you know what? That is. When that clock ticks 12, it's going to be a new year,
Yeah.
and things are going to go up from there.
Yes, definitely. We just wanted to say a Merry Christmas from all of us.
Yes.
You guys say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
Thank you so much, guys. We'd love to hear what you got up to over Christmas. If you
Leave them
listened
in the
to this before.
comments. What did you get up to?
Yeah, and if you got anything cool for Christmas, any presents. I'm excited for you to open up some Christmas presents.
I'm
Jessie.
excited for you both to open up
Yes.
my prezzies I got you.
I'm excited for you guys to open your...
You haven't done your Christmas shopping yet. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much. This is the only time we can play this song.
All right,
because-
let's do it.
Oh yeah, thanks for listening and watching, guys.
The Little Podcast by Stephen and Jess. Stephen and Jess. Stories by Fly in the Nest.
Little podcast by Stephen and Jesse.
Stephen and Jess. Stories.
Merry Christmas.